Samajwadi Party member Azam Khan on July 29 apologized in Lok Sabha for his remarks against BJP member Rama Devi. As soon as Lok Sabha met after the weekend break, Speaker Om Birla allowed Khan to speak in the House. "I have been an MLA for 9 times, a minister several times, a Rajya Sabha member too. I was a parliamentary affairs minister too. I know legislative procedures," he said. "However, if my words hurt anyone, I hereby apologize," he said. The speaker said members should be careful in uttering words and maintain decorum so that no such incident takes place in the future. Mr. Khan's remarks to Rama Devi when she was in the chair during a discussion on the Triple Talaq bill on July 25 last were slammed as double-meaning, malicious, utterly condemnable and a blot on all legislators by ministers and MPs in Lok Sabha. India has 2,967 tigers, a third more than in 2014. According to results of a tiger census made public on July 29 by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Madhya Pradesh saw the highest number of tigers at 526, closely followed by Karnataka, 524, and Uttarakhand, 442. Chhattisgarh and Mizoram saw a decline in tiger population and all other states saw a positive increase, according to a press statement. The survey, the fourth such since 2006, is a gargantuan exercise and conducted once in 4 years. The latest survey is the culmination of 15 months of forest officials surveying 381,400 square kilometers of forested habitat, installing 26,760 camera traps and wildlife biologists ferreting through 35 million images of wildlife, 76,523 of which were tigers. There can be multiple images of the same tiger. Nearly 83% of the estimated tiger population was captured in these images. While Pench Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh recorded the highest number of tigers, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve in Tamil Nadu registered the maximum improvement since 2014. A press note added, "We have to create a healthy balance between sustainability and development. More roads and cleaner rivers. More homes for citizens in. At the same time, quality habitat for animals are necessary for a strong, inclusive India," Mr. Modi said in his address. The government also commissioned a study to gauge the economic value of tiger reserves. Based on an analysis of 10 of them, the government claimed that the cumulative benefits from the carbon and timber conserved livelihood to those who depend on forest and tourism were anywhere from 4,200 crore to 16,000 crore annually. Since 2006, the Wildlife Institute of India, an Environment Ministry-funded body, has been tasked with coordinating the exercise. That year, it emerged that India had only 1,411 tigers. This rose to 1,706 in 2010 and 2,226 in 2014 on the back of improved conservation measures and new estimation methods. India accounts for many of the 3,500-odd tigers that are scattered among Bangladesh, Bhutan, Cambodia, China, Indonesia, Laos PDR, Malaysia, Myanmar, Nepal, Russian Federation, Thailand and Vietnam. In 2010, these countries agreed to put in efforts to double the tiger population in some by 2022. The budget session of the Parliament has been extended for a few more days to discuss pending bills. Both houses had decided to skip the regular question hour and zero-hour proceedings to take up bills. But Rajya Sabha chairperson decides to take up zero-hour alone. Here are the live updates. A. Raja, DMK, opposes the bill. He terms the advisory boards proposed in the bill as joke. He asks how the government plans to eliminate corruption in the MCI. He says the way the bill has been brought about is undemocratic. Dr. Kakoli Ghosh Dastidar, Trinamool Congress, says that the introduction of the next examination takes away all the work that students have done. Up until then, House is adjourned till 2.10 p.m. Bande Prakash, TRS, says there is a network of individuals taking deposits using commission agents. He congratulates the finance minister for coming up with this bill. He says there is no authentic study to measure how much poor people are investing in these schemes. P. Wilson, DMK, says that Tamil Nadu already has a law to protect the interests of depositors. House is adjourned till 2 p.m. Dr. Sharma says that doctors are not machines or God and needed to be treated as humans. Referring to attacks on doctors, he asks why there hasn't been a law to prosecute these crimes. A. Raja, DMK, says the bill has been brought without any respect to constitutional rules. He asks how the government plans to eradicate corruption in the MCI. T. Subburami Reddy, Congress, rises to repeal the banning of unregulated deposit scheme ordinance. Suresh Prabhu says that deposit mobilization happened, but the government has to ensure that no one is taken for a ride. He says those who are in this space will be brought under this comprehensive legislation. Vishambhar Prasad Nishad, SP, says that people operating in regulated deposits are present throughout the country. Money belonging to the poor is affected by this practice. Vincent H. Pala, Congress, rises to oppose the bill. He says the bill is a dilution of power from the doctors' fraternity to the government. Dr. Mahesh Sharma, BJP, says that the government's healthcare schemes have helped a majority of the country. Chair says that 40% of time has been lost due to disruption in the upper house. He asks under which rules do these members disturb the proceedings. Both sides need corrective introspection, says the chair. He adds that for scrutiny of bills by parliamentary committees, they may need codification of rules for the same. Ram Gopal Yadav, SP, brings up the death of the Unnao rape victim's lawyer, and the victim being critical from an accident. Members rise up to support him, while others protest. The House is adjourned till noon. Mr. Shekhawat says that 92% of the dams in the country are built on interstate rivers. The Dam Safety Bill is introduced. Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan rises to move that the National Medical Commission Bill be introduced in the House. This bill sets up the National Medical Commission, NMC. Within 3 years of the passage of the bill, state governments will establish state medical councils. The NMC will consist of 25 members, appointed by the centre. A common final year MBBS exam called Next will be introduced. He says, Rajya Sabha assembles. The chairperson informs the House that opposition members met him in person and expressed anguish on bills being taken up without proper scrutiny. The chair says while he cannot comment on Lok Sabha, he says that for the last 2 years 8 of 10 bills were sent to standing committees. The other 2 bills were passed unanimously. The Motor Vehicles Amendment Bill was sent to standing and select committees. The opposition wanted the RTI bill to be sent to select committee, but couldn't because there wasn't consensus. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, Congress, says the House shouldn't skip question hour and 0 hour since that's the only way all members get a chance to present the issues of their constituency. The Speaker agrees. He says he will accommodate 0 hour today. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Shekhawat seeks permission to introduce the Dam Safety Bill. Gaurav Gogoi, Congress, opposes it. N.K. Premachandran too opposes it. He says water is a state subject. The Shashi Tharoor, Congress, suggests the bill should be sent to a parliamentary standing committee. Bhartrihari Mahtab, BJD, questions the legislative competence of the bill. Lok Sabha assembles. Speaker Om Birla is in the chair. Azam Khan apologizes to the Speaker for his conduct. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi insists he should apologize to Rama Devi. Akhilesh Yadav, SP, supports Mr. Khan and says his apology must be accepted and we must move on. What about the woman in Unnao, the rape survivor who was injured in a road accident? He asks. Rama Devi, BJP, says Mr. Khan should mend his ways. The house belongs to all. It runs on everyone's support. I request you all to address the chair when speaking, Speaker says, and reiterates that members should refrain from using language that would affect the dignity of the House. Rajya Sabha assembles. Vice President Mr. Venki Naidu is in the chair. An emotional Mr. Naidu recalls his relationship with the late leader Jayapal Reddy, also a former Rajya Sabha member. The House pays tribute to the departed leader. Jayapal Reddy passed away on Sunday. On those days, when the assembly assembles at 8 am, he and I would meet at 7 am over breakfast. Mr. Naidu recalls his association with Reddy. I have 40 years of personal association with him, he says. Mr. Naidu congratulated Mary Kom for winning gold medal at the Presidency Cup. He congratulates other boxers too. Ms. Kom is a member of Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha adjourned for till 11:24 am after smoke amidst out of voting panel. Lok Sabha, the Dam Safety Bill, 2019, the National Medical Commission Bill, 2019, the Repealing and Amending Bill, 2019, Rajya Sabha, the Banning of Unregulated Deposit Schemes Bill, 2019, the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill, 2019.